Good afternoon. It is September 24th, 2025, and here's a look at what has happened in the past week. So we were in this channel and looks like it was contracting, and we hit resistance at the top of the channel. And this week, it looks like we topped out and got a break of the channel, and now we have about two legs down, and it looks like it's trying to reverse. So here's how it looks on the daily chart. The first break outside of this micro channel, or not micro channel, but this tight bull channel since September 2nd. First close outside. Uh, Weekly chart, we're still in the channel. Monthly chart, we're at the top of the channel. So let's take a look at the 2700 tick chart for today, and this is what it looks like. So early on, we get a bear channel, and then get a bull channel. You could look at it like that, or you can look at it, to me, it looks more like something like this. And so we get a break, test the high, and you can see there's a, I mean, there's always, there's channels, all the time, but that's a bear channel in there. Okay, so anyway, let's take a look. So 5 o'clock comes. Where is it? Let's see. Right about here in this congestion. So then we start to sell off, and shortly after the market opens, you get this lower high. I don't think you can get in on that, but maybe you consider failure below this bull bar right here, and that turns out to be a good move. That's a first failed second entry long, and then we find support at 67.10, and we bounce. And we start finding support here and resistance here. Uh, and they trap some bulls here before taking it higher. And then they trapped everybody, or all the bulls, I should say, here. And so you do get a gap above the EMA, but it wasn't enough to convince the market that we're going higher. And you get another failed second entry long right here. Could you take this? I don't really think so. It's at the lows. Uh, but once you get three strong bear bars in a row, maybe you hop in on this. When this bar closes a doji, maybe you hop in there. And this is a nice move down. A nice bull trap right here. I don't really see any other way to get in on that, but that's a nice move. If you get in, if you sell that doji, you might get a 20-point move there. Probably not. You probably exit here. Uh, that brings us to about 9:15. And really just, I mean, I think it's very reasonable to expect a second leg up here. So once we start going sideways, maybe you just try and buy at the low of the range. So I don't think this is a terrible entry. Ticks higher and probably scares you to death, but you get that second leg up, then you get a double top. Actually, that's a pretty reasonable one too, because we haven't had a test of the low of this channel. So you get the second leg up here, and then you get a double top, and then you get the test of the low. And from there on, none of this looks great. You do get a bull channel here, and after the break, you get a second entry long. I would say that's pretty aggressive, but I think you could argue for that. So This was the 2700 tick chart. Um, there's one last look at it. So keep in mind we do have a break of this bull channel on the daily chart, so we could be correcting back to the EMA. So just keep that in mind. I'll be back tomorrow.